Imagine making $4,950 in under 10 minutes of the market open. That is exactly what I did today. And if you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it, but also give you a free training that's going to allow you to do the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and jump into the computer here so I can show you guys exactly what it is that I did. And first two trades was on UPST, and we can start from the daily. So UPST broke above this 50 level on increasing volume here, and that 50 level was a pretty key level. And how do we know that? Well, we got to zoom out. So once we zoom out, we can see that right here, dating back to December 19th was the last pivot high. And as we got in above this most recent pivot, we pushed through and we actually closed over that big psychological level, and we closed in around 54. Daily's next big resistance comes all the way up at 72.86, right? That's the next point of resistance. So today we were expecting a push and potentially a pop in the morning. So as we come into the pre-market, take a look at what was setting up for us. This is what we were looking at coming into the pre-market, right? So we knew that we had, yesterday we had resistance up here at 56.80, but we also had a very clear indication of resistance here at 54.60. So when we're looking to trade this, when we have a very clear resistance point, we have to say, okay, what's left? Once we get above this 54.60, what's overhead, and is there enough meat on the bone? So in the pre-market, as we're looking at this, we know the daily has potential to move up. We know it's a name that's been squeezing in the last few days, and we know the short interest is pretty high on this. So as we look up to the left for resistance, we can come up with a new resistance level, which is anywhere around 56 to 56.08, which is around yesterday's high. Great. So now we understand that there is a nice intraday pocket that we can take advantage of. And that intraday pocket is pretty much from 54.60 all the way up to 56. If you don't know how my pockets work, stay to the end and I'll share with you a video that you can see, then watch to help you with that. So as we go into the market open, we start penetrating through this level. All right, now what got me involved in this trade originally, I'll show you guys right here, is this initial candle. So we opened here, we yanked down, and we popped right back up, and we started putting in this hammer candle really quickly and really early on. When I have the daily on my side, and I know resistance is right here, and our trigger is very close, and we get this buying pressure, 9 out of 10 times I'm getting involved right here on this move. All right, so as we pushed up, this move started going in our favor. I had an order actually to get filled somewhere up here, but this wick happened too fast. I didn't get filled. On this pullback, I managed to exit the trade somewhere right here for a nice profit. I got it at 150. I got it at 220. The second trade on this happened as we pulled back into the VWAP, and we got this little hammer slash bottoming wick, right? So if you guys know how to play the VWAP pullback, the initial move needs to be strong, the pullback needs to be on decreasing volume, and as soon as we come into the VWAP, that is where you want to take that trade and enter right here. And that's exactly what I did. I got involved, there was a VWAP right here, I got involved right here, and as we pushed up, I sold into this pop here because again, I knew this resistance from yesterday was going to be in the way, and I took profits there. The second trade was an entry of 190 and got out at around 230. Those were the two amazing trades on UPST, and those are what really made my day great today. Okay, now there was two other trades I took. Let's go over those as well because they weren't the best. Same game plan here. If we look at the QCOM trade, and if we look at the daily broke above our key resistance level. This is where risk management is key. So we have very key resistance level. Yesterday we closed above that. So today I was expecting a move into this upside resistance point of 182. Coming to the pre-market, we actually penetrated right here, and I tried to take this position long, anticipating the move up. We got the move up, obviously not the full 20% I was looking for, and then I decided to yank back and I got out of that trade. All right. The fourth trade was on Tesla. All right. So Tesla, to me, now that I look back, was a little bit of a FOMO trade for me. All right. And I'll tell you guys why. So the game plan on Tesla was that we have a lot of these bottoming wicks. Obviously today, that's today's candle, but yesterday we had a nice bottoming wick, almost looks like a pin bar. So I was expecting this move to continue higher today. So as we looked at it in the pre-market, it was interesting to see because we had something really nice setting up here in the pre-market. And what was that? Well, we had a nice resistance point right here at around 220. Okay. What is price action telling us? They tried to sell it, buyers took control, and we closed right here. Okay. Again, this point of resistance is being confirmed in the pre-market. So going into the open, the game plan was to go long over 220.30, 220.50 for a move to 222, which was yesterday's high. All right, take a look at what happened and why psychology is a huge factor in this. This move, since I wasn't dealing with UPST, this move happened without me, a very significant move. This would have paid really nicely if you took this initial game plan that we had. However, I was too busy fiddling with UPST. Once this move happened, I did try the pullback to VWAP. All right, let me go ahead and change this to the 2 minutes so you can see. I did try the pullback to VWAP as we came back here. However, the VWAP, which was right here, did not hold. And as soon as we got the close under VWAP, I cut that trade for a small loss as well. All right, obviously later on, this did continue to push. However, the initial game plan was to get the move up, pull back to VWAP and continue. But this broke down and I got out of the trade because the original thesis had failed. All right. So overall on the day, $4,950, and I was pretty much done trading by 9:42. So about 10 to 12 minutes into the open, finishing the day with $4,950. If you guys want to know exactly how to do this, go ahead, comment down below the letter X or message me on Instagram, and I'll send over a free training so you can watch exactly how I did it and how you guys can replicate the exact same thing. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.